Train 2000 is a group training association. We're a training organisation which delivers mainly apprenticeship training for both small, medium and large companies right across Lancashire. Around 5 years ago, we took a strategic decision to start the delivery of our technical certificates ourselves. We set about at that point doing a bit of research which looked at not just the content of what was being delivered, but what resources and what facilities did our staff need to put them right at the front and give them the ability to be able to teach at the level that we wanted to move these programmes on to. One of the main focuses of that research was looking at ILT or ELT and how that can be used not just in the classroom but also transferred into the practical part of the teaching which the majority of our courses consist of. And the automotive area that we're sat in now, there's some really good examples of how we've worked really hard not just to use the technology in the classroom but also to bring it in and use it in a practical format and make best use of the technology that's there. We established a number of blueprints that we wanted to follow, the classroom being a good example of that. And it's based around the learners being as comfortable as they can be within the environment so that you basically take away all their excuses for not learning and being distracted. The process we went through in establishing which one of the products, because there are quite a few out there in the market, was quite complex. We talked to a number of people, national people like Nesta and Bechtle, and also got representatives from the various companies to come in and present to us. On balance, we felt that the Promethean boards were not only more durable but more usable. The add-ons which you can put with the boards tip the balance quite easily for us as Promethean. Were quite obvious the best solution going forward for us.
The majority of my learners that I deliver to are predominantly active learners. They work in a practical environment. So when you come to deliver theory, as probably most people can relate to that have been through the education system, it becomes it can become very stagnant if they're very active people. Using the interactive whiteboards, it's very easy to create resources like drag and drop exercises that get them more actively involved in what they're learning.
It's changed my relationship with students. I seem to have a bit more respect of them because what we're using these days, it's a bit more up to date, it's a bit more trendy for the students to see on the board.
You can also have animation and put videos into it, which makes it very interesting for them, and they can also be interactive with the information I'm giving them. They can actually get involved, pass the tablet round, they can all use it.
We basically had to start from scratch developing our own resources, and gradually over a 4 or 5 year period we've got better and better at developing our own flip charts.
We have a large resource index which is getting bigger and bigger all the time. It's shared throughout my colleagues throughout different areas of the motor vehicle department. It's very easily accessible. Once
you've got your lesson plan prepared, it's handy for another tutor to walk into that lesson should there be any absent tutors that day.
The way we've got it at the moment is everything's electronic. We can print it out as needed, and it saves a lot of storage space. It's very good.
By using ActiveVote and reducing the marking times for staff, it's increased the amount of personal time, individual time that our staff are able to spend with the learners. And that's the main focus of where I believe the strengths of the systems are. We've even got learners now asking us, can they do an ActiveVote? Why have they not got an ActiveVote session this week? Why are they not looking at the screen in the workshop when they're doing activities? And when you get to that point, you know, they're sort of driving each other, and it isn't just the tutor driving the session.
Rather than being separate from them now, I can actually sit with them. They actually get involved with the lesson. They're producing some of it themselves.
We believe that using the boards and using the technology in the classrooms that we've now got in place not only improves the standard of the teaching, but the quality of the environment that the teachers are working in. And when we go around and look at other colleges and look at the training providers, and they're still using overhead projectors and ordinary whiteboards, and still trying to find a video that works and find the tape and put it into the right place, we believe we've moved to a different place than where they're at.